I'm aware I was muted. Thank you, though. I'm not used to 5 minutes. I forgot to plug in my phone. I'm so used to plugging in my phone during the 10 minutes that I forgot that I'd have to do it, like, beforehand. I gotta turn on my light. I don't know if it actually helps, but it feels like it helps. So, like, I can see my keyboard now. Hoi, everybody! Welcome. Happy Monday. Hoi, hoyo. Apple, Game Guy, and Lim. Hoi, welcome. And anyone else who may be lurking. Hoi, hello, welcome. Hi. How's everyone doing today? Flame, hoi, welcome. How's everyone doing today? Guess what I had today? Can you guys guess what I had today? I don't know if you guys can guess what I had today. I had coffee. I treated myself to coffee. Did I have Skittles? Coffee. Okay. Is it that obvious? You're doing good? I'm doing great. I had coffee. Yet? How about you remove the yet and embrace life? Because life is beautiful. And you are beautiful, Apple. And Jesus loves you. Yeah. Yeah. Why do I have 2 mugs on my desk? Oopsies. Got to take that downstairs yesterday. Bree's in a very good mood. Thanks. I had coffee. And I spent time with Jesus today. Don't forget yourself, beautiful. I know, thank you. Drank 2 coffees. No, it's only 1. It was only one. But it was good coffee. It wasn't like church coffee. It was actually good coffee. I only have 1 cup of beans left. I only have like 1 cup of coffee worth of beans left. And it used to be 2, but then I drank 1 today. I only had enough for 2 cups, and I was saving them for special occasions. And I was like, screw it, I'm making coffee today. It's not a special occasion, but I was just like, screw it, I want coffee. So I made coffee. Hearing about Jesus scares you? Why? He loves you. Your high school teacher's idea of heaven? Well, your high school teacher's idea of heaven was probably wrong. Heaven should not scare you. It probably is. It probably is. Heaven is a beautiful place. I mean, I've never been there, and all I really have is like theologians' ideas of what it could be like, and you know what it says like in the Bible and stuff. But like, I assume it's really good because you know you get to after life you get to spend the afterlife with in heaven with God, and that just seems like a great idea. That seems like a great old time. I assume heaven is good. Yes. It most likely is. Based on everything. Based on the facts. Any hoozles. Yeah. You told him you don't want to go to what he told you heaven is like. He told me you do want to, you just don't know it yet. Okay, well, I mean, I don't know exactly how he explained it, So I can't exactly like help clarify with that, but like you definitely have to like it's definitely the type of place. It depends on how it was described to you, but it definitely is the type of place where you do kind of have to want to go. If that makes sense. It's because heaven is when you are in full communion in the afterlife with God and Jesus. But if you don't want God or Jesus in your life, then it would make sense that you wouldn't want heaven. The other option than heaven is something you don't want to go to. That too! You're with God and do nothing because God fulfills your every desire and feeling. And you'll only desire to be with God there. That is true. This is actually something that I've been reading about. This turned into a theological stream. This is actually something that I've been studying and praying about myself recently. It's not so much that you don't have free will, because we were created to have free will, because if we choose to love Christ with our free will, that is a much more powerful and sincere love than if we were just forced to do it. So it's one of those things where you have to choose to want it, and if you don't, then but when it comes to God fulfilling every desire and feeling, it's less about him just taking over ourselves and our hearts and our minds and everything like that. And it's more about just, we start to understand in our humanness what God wants of us. So instead of God just taking away our free will, we just learn to see the world as he does. And so we end up wanting to treat ourselves and treat others the way God wants to be treated. Yeah. I would assume that your teacher just kind of worded it in a very forceful way. But that's not what God is at all. That's not what Jesus teaches at all. Jesus is very gentle and loving and kind. And he wants to have a relationship with all of us, but he also wants us to choose that relationship through our own free will that he has given us. Because that just means so much more. Anyways, I hope that explains a little bit for you, Apple Man. Made you agnostic that day? Oh. Aw. Well, just so you know, Jesus does love you very, very much, and he would love to talk with you if you're willing to give him the time. No, it's okay, Apple. It's okay. Some things, people are very passionate, which can be aggressive. That is also true. It is also true. Yeah, we don't have to continue if you don't want to, Apple, but just so you know, Jesus does love you and would love to have a relationship with you if you are willing to just talk with him for a little bit. And if you do have any more questions, feel free to ask them, and if I can answer them for you, I would love to. Either that or I will point you in the right direction. You have questions? What kind of questions? Gamer? I am a gamer, yes. We're always here to help the best we can. Yes, yes. Yes, indeed. Very much so. It is one of our tasks as Christians to teach those who do not know about the faith. So, even if not all of us have all the answers, we may know somebody who does have the answers. But yes, gamer. Yeah, we should probably like play Ace Attorney or something. We gotta solve a murder? Yes, there was a murder. Yes, yes indeed. Let's just open up the game now. Yay, murder! Maybe I shouldn't scream that too loud. Where's my water? I've had my coffee and now... Ahoy! Oh no, my water's empty. 1 second, guys. No, Jonathan, give me my chair back. No, thank you. Anyway, hoy TC. TC? Yes, TC. I was like, is it CT or TC? Yay, murder, Breeze neighbors. We're good. Let me know audio levels. I did do a little bit of volume adjusting pre-stream, so just let me know. Turn that off. Okay, continue. Trial. Great. Trial, yes. What are the girls' rewards for this week? Oh, I got rid of those. No meetups with Bree. No, wait. I am not looking forward to all the stupids. During the investigation, I was just like, I don't like these characters, and I don't like this concept for a murder. Max Galactica is really something. No more rewards, kind of. Yeah. It's just like... I'm not looking forward to this trial. Well, I don't know. I feel like it's more so we got through two rewards really fast, and I was like, oh, I don't have enough time to fulfill these yet. So I kind of got rid of the rewards, because also it felt a little like I was using rewards as a means to get money, and I'm like, ugh, I don't like that. It made me feel icky. It made me feel a little icky. So, like, yeah. I would love the support just from, like, your own, from your own free will. From your own choice. If you feel so inclined to assist me, I would gladly take your money. I say this as you were about to type out what I was doing next week, and now you think maybe you should hold off. What, this? What, this? So anyways, yeah, I'm doing a donathon next week. Starting next week on Tuesday, so after Easter. You just want to get more money for nothing in return. Yeah, exactly. No. Because I am doing things in return. I'm streaming. I'm live streaming. I'm playing games for your guys' entertainment. And if that's not enough to, you know. That's loud. Holy Dinah. Has it always been that loud? My goodness. Let me just turn that down a little bit. Now you're curious? What was I saying? Anyways, yeah, so starting next week after Easter, April 2nd, I will be doing an uncapped VOD. Ow! Bang, bang! Yeah, Apple, like that. I want you guys to donate because you want to support me and not because you guys will get something from it. Yes. Although essentially all the rewards I had like planned out were a lot of things that are just like things that I, you know, kind of want to stream, but I don't know how people would receive them, you know, or like if people would actually want to see them. So it was kind of a way to be like, hey, if this seems interesting to you, let me know by giving me money. So again, it made me feel a little icky doing that. So I just took it away. I feel very big today. That should be fine. Where's all my stuff? Ba 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 ba. There we go. So you suck, Ulu. Kevin? Kevin, you just got here. Okay. What are the voices I gave people again? I know I wanted to change a couple of the voices. I knew I wanted to change Regina's and Trillo's. I wasn't happy with the voice I gave Trillo and also Mo. A lot of the voices I gave last time I felt weren't really fitting and I didn't really like them. So we'll see how it goes today. Flame, my dude. Oh my gosh, the gang's almost all here. Where's Hypnos? Bro, where's Hypnos? We need the whole gang. Good morning, Max. Hey, new week, new voices, I guess. The man looks like he's from an adult club. Yeah, a little bit. And the way that he calls everyone sweetie, makes me a little uncomfortable. You murdered him? Is that the next trial? Oh my gosh. Can't believe this. How are you doing, Max? Max? Are you okay? Milk? Stop. 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 Please stop. No, it's too early for this. Bro, it's too early for this. What? Oh my gosh. Did I watch the video on penguins you sent? Oh, you're talking to Flame. Okay. Just have an entire conversation in my chat. I'll just be over here reading Max's dialogue in the background. If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick? Max is really nervous. Yeah, I see that. It's understandable. Hey, my sweeties! What? I did watch the video. Did I forget to react to it? My bad. It was very funny. It was very silly. You don't think I should fly, do you? Yeah, don't do that. Just sit down. Why doesn't he have a shirt? Because he doesn't get cold. Jonathan, don't eat that. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Get out of there. I don't like you in there. Jonathan, don't make me dig you out. Ah! Here, Jonathan. What? Fix that later. Sorry, guys. My cat likes to jump in one of the shelf units. The IKEA shelf cubbies from the Cadillac shelf. The one that happens to have all of the things inside of it. He has like 3 shelves that are like practically empty that he's allowed to go in, but he always chooses the one with all the knickknacks that have no space for him to be in. Yeah, if you're not cold, don't wear a shirt. Exactly. He has a jacket? Yeah, it's not a shirt though. I have a cat in my arms now, so we're just gonna be here, I guess. Is this what it's like to be a parent? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. Maybe don't do that, seeing how the killer was being accused of being able to fly. No, 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 no. No. We can't have you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, Sweezy. This is day 1. This is the very first part. Oh, you're telling me there's multiple days of this? You're telling me? Let's put a headband on your cat. Can I put a headband on my cat? Like IRL? Probably not. He doesn't even... No. No. This trial is a joke. Yeah. There's always multiple days except the first trial. Gross. Okay. I'm mentally preparing myself then. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? No. I can see it now, the dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. No! Max is infecting his brain. Jonathan, you are very comfortable up here on my shoulder. I'm fine with it. Just let me turn around a little bit. My being the straight man is cursed. Yeah, she's usually the one that's like robbing things. She literally has like 5 posters of Max Galactica in her pocket right now. Oh boy, here we go. No, the case of one. Oh gosh, it's these two again. Okay. Anyway, what? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. Forgot about that. Oh, what a guy. So, Billy Bob Johns. Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name. Well, a dad joke card. We just started the trial, my dude. Okay. And? Okay, fine. So the son says, Dad, have you seen my sunglasses? And the dad says, no, have you seen my dad glasses? Lol. Jonathan, you better not be going back in there. That's what I thought. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. He's a grandpa. Oh my gosh, he's continuing the lineage. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. Honestly, please. It sounds more friendly. More friendly than Billy Bob Johns? I don't know. You can't get more friendly than Billy Bob Johns. It's so basic. It's so normal. Like, Billy Bob Johns is the guy that you meet, that you just see walking across the street and you just wave, be like, hey, Billy Bob Johns, what's up, my dude? And he'd be like, hey, what's up? And he'd just be like a really great guy to go out to the bar and drink with. Oh my gosh, the judge has... I wonder if that is to our advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. Huh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count, do you hear me? She must be really upset about what happened last time. So, new headcanon, Von Karma does not actually have a perfect court record. She just refuses to acknowledge all the failures. Yeah, the local guy selling honey. Yeah. You have no chance. Zero, zilch, nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of Von Karma to lose at anything. You lost the last time. That's 2 out of 3. What? I still have phlegm. I'm so sorry, guys. Everything else is back to normal, but the phlegm is just refusing to leave. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. How dare I cough? Ugh. Sorry, guys. Oh, make sure to mute. What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. There, opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. That was your opening statement? Very well, you may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Nick Gumshoe, get up here now. Why is her dad dead? Is he dead? I thought he was just like imprisoned. Sorry to keep you from work, cause I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, detective. Bro, I'll measure this. No trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well, I would like you to begin by shedding light on the event in question. At your service, sir. Right, detective, you may proceed with your testimony. Whee! Coming right in. Night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:14 p.m. exactly, making it extremely cold out. A whole night of one. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to protect their routines. The practice session broke up at around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found to be bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma to that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. Is that what? Oh, okay. Why did we get that information when we talked to Gumshoe the first time? I see, he was beaten to death. Oh, yes. Tragic, truly. Anyway, moving on. Oh, yes, beaten to death. Just a normal Tuesday. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. Whee! Blunt object. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Oh boy, here we go. Night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. How cold? Sorry, wait. How cold? Let me ask you about the snow. It's nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? Bro, you were there. Wasn't much of a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches when it was on the ground. That's not a blizzard. That's not a blizzard. That is not a blizzard. How long was this snowing for? Like 30 minutes? Oh my gosh, they need to come to Canada. Snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. Huh. Snow, let me see. There's gotta be more to this. It's Snow. I need to take a look at the court. Why? This? Oh, it's probably like the footprints or something. It was a blizzard, an inch and a half. I know. Detective Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing at the night of the crime? Wait. Why do I have to look at the court record for this? Orange juice. Monkey. What if I do this? You miss snow, used to get it a lot. I like snow. Snow is very pretty and cold. I like it. It's like free water that you could eat. The circus performers were gathered at the big top practice during their routines. When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? I mean all of them, pal. Everyone but the dancers and the staff were there. Regina the animal trainer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot, Regina the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to be snatched my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. Don't talk about the monkey. Okay. Snow is like free water. Man, I wish water would just fall out of the sky. I know, right? Can't believe it only happens during one season of the year. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Peter was playing with Ragin, and while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Then the ventriloquist went on the front gate to absorbed in his own world. Ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. Who wouldn't happen? You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? Seems like they were negotiating Max's salary. Yeah, actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. Can we present that to the court? Murder itself took place in the plaza. Okay. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay, not a problem, pal. We got a witness that told us how to hold it. Oh, no. This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, well, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us about how the victim met his end? Dude, this should be illegal! A wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying a wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked. But there was a dead body inside. Oh, 20 pounds? No, definitely not a dead body. This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. What was inside? Do you mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station, cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. That's a big heavy box for that. But what is that, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. Ketchup. Filled with pepper. That looked more like salt, I'm not gonna lie. Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There's only one little bottle in that huge box? What do I know about penguins? I know that there are different breeds of penguins. You could not ask me to differentiate them. Holds the clearly innocent suspect's son at gunpoint. Von Karma, admit you killed him or I'll shoot your son. The man is found guilty and Karma gets away scot-free. That's literally how she's won every single case. The ones from the Madagascar movie? Oh! Those ones, the black and white ones. What about them? Should I ask that? Flame, am I making a mistake by asking that? I'm curious about penguins. I actually really like penguins. Nothing? Okay. Okay. I actually really like penguins. No, I like penguins. I want to learn about penguins. In college, I was known as the penguin girl because I really liked penguins at the time. I knew nothing about penguins, and yet somehow I became penguin girl. I went after learning about them. False. I love new information. Don't tempt me. I will Google it right here, right now. Penguin girl into cheese girl. Yeah. And then, well, I would have become cheese girl, then turtle girl. I was many things. I was like, I had penguin phase, I had a fox phase, I had a frog phase, I had a rabbit phase. That's probably one of the first ones. You're the one that brought it up, Kevin! Mistook me for the penguin from Batman? That guy? That guy? I'm not short, I'm 5'7". And that's without the heels. I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. Wait, what? That's salt. Whoa, Kevin. Snapped a vertebrae. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? Done your homework, pal. I literally just got this right now because of the way this game works, but okay, yeah, I'm a really fast learner. Say something nicer like loser. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the right crystal is clearly pepper. You haven't found this murder weapon, have you? What if it was the pepper? Police are searching for it as we speak. I feel like we should have found it before going to court. I feel like we should have found the murder weapon before taking this to court. My theory is that it was something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it at the scene. Oh, no, I bet he made it disappear with magic. Get it? Because we're accusing the magician? Haha. He was just allergic to the pepper. The blood trauma was after his death. Apple, yes? Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the events now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. I mean, all we're gonna get from him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. I'm not even off with stand yet. Obviously. But that's due to you being slow and ain't able to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. I want to hug him. Okay. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. You must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trillo was... Yeah, Trillo. I wonder if Trillo will show up on the stand as well. I hope not. Ew. Ew. Please state your name and occupation for the record. What if I just gave him, like, a really smooth voice? My name is Trillo Quest. I'm employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me? The witness called to stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That's too close to Max, I think. I don't know. He doesn't give me tenor vibes. He ain't getting me tenor vibes. I feel like I gotta go nasally because he doesn't have a nose. He doesn't have a nose, so I feel like he needs to go a little nasally. And remember you cutting off your circulation. I said I was a singer. Like that is not a tenor voice. That is not a tenor voice. That creature is not a tenor. You know who's a really banger tenor though? You know who's a banger tenor? A clavier talus, a new up and coming VTuber. Y'all should go follow him. Super cool, super great. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine. I'll grace you with a song. Oh, please no. The world is not citing a daring guilt or innocence, decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. What? Well, what do you think? The voice just changes. This is terrible. Had a good rhythm, did it? Just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trillo, you know better than to insult a judge. Shut up! Just look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly, I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. What is going on here? Order! Order! I demand to know who the witness is! Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trillo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about... You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. Why is that still loading? Ew. It's just called ew. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That is when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica headed toward the scene. You're sure of that? Without a doubt, he had on a silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown. That's right, dress boy. Well, since you went with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed crime? He's got a point. Wow, the judge actually saying something legitimate? What a shocker. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Why is that? Here's absolute proof. He can't wear a hat. The clown cannot wear a hat. It's not allowed. The clown is not allowed to put on a hat to look like another person and frame them. A silk hat. Hat is DNA locked. Can only be worn by the magician class, not the clown class. This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Without a question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for his hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecution skills are unrivaled. Well done. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what have you to say? Okay. Okay. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge, I mean clown. The clown? You're talking about Mo?
Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good.
Poor guy.
We didn't have much choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack.
Oh, then what happened? Oh. Once we got to the lodging, it ditched him. So rude. Why the plaza's entrance?
To do some thinking, of course.
It's awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. I don't think that's the compliment that you think it is. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? How tall were they?
Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece get-up?
Snobby three-piece get-up?
Get the wax out of your ears, lawyers nowadays. You're all talking to a brick wall. You're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece get-up. Jeez, could you be any more dense? Get all together now.
Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Wheel of Fortune. He asked a good question, Kermit. Nuh-uh. Because I said so. Nuh-uh. Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions. But I'm a good thunker. You saw Max and only Max, right, Trillo?
That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person heading that way that night.
That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there anything amiss in this? Like, literally aside from the get-up, there is no proof that it was Max. And literally anybody can put on clothes. Wasn't this like a whole thing in the previous game? With like the samurai or something? Someone else wore the samurai costume? It was the doll. Like, Ben wasn't even there. It was all Trillo. Wait a second. There's no proof that the witness saw Max. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, you still don't get it, do ya? I saw what I saw. It was Max's three-piece joke of a costume. All right, let's all say it together now.
Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Yeah! Think you should study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright. Oh. Great, I'm getting shut down by a toy. And the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. Does the photo have roses? What photo? The crime scene? Or the thing that they showed up? Because I don't think it just has a silhouette. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene?
I suppose that would have been around. Hey, what time was it?
I think it was around, I'd say a bit after 10:30 p.m., huh? What? The police? Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess that's about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is...
Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling them anything extra?
Because that's the point of the cross-examination.
Why can't you just believe that we just stand outside in that weather?
Well, maybe you were waiting for someone.
What? We said we were waiting for someone.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your offhanded theories. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm on to something. He's so close to the evil voice. So close, Your Honor. The evil voice, Your Honor. Sorry, yeah, coughing fit, my bad. Florida man, you believe this? Yeah, they're crazy. Yeah, Regina's 16. Yeah, and 31 and 21 and yeah, yeah. 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 She's also fully willing to marry a puppet because she's crazy. Well, if he was waiting for outside the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer Regina. He just freaking died! He just exploded! Finally! We don't have to deal with Trillo anymore! He just exploded! You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Bang, bang! Is this true? You can't really ask me that question.
Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is that what I saw. Don't you forget it.
Well, the puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right.
Ah?
Seems that at this stage, I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. Brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Trillo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Heck, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. I'm so confused. Life is a lie. I'm talking to a puppet. Why wouldn't you bring up you were waiting for someone? Trillo, that's sus. Literally, though. Whenever they don't mention something, it just makes it more suspicious. So... Let's practice will very left time with Scrooge to make clowns. Yeah. We got to the lodging house and just him and went back to the lodge's entrance. And when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. So, like, what do I do here? What if I don't look. Guys, don't look. What if I show me your attorney badge, you'll win. Look, I'm an attorney, therefore I'm incorrect. Look at this badge. Hang on. I know I just did this. Police would have showed up. could have shown up at any time. Nothing would change. A little after 10:30. No doubt in my mind. Doesn't look like he's lying about this. Trillo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max. Yes. Yes. Yeah. So... Yeah, so, okay, so... I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. So... Why is there a love trial with a 16-year-old? I'm trying not to think about it. I'm trying to ignore the problem. I'm just trying to get through this trial, okay? So... Why the plaza? Do some thinking, of course. It was awfully cold. I'm a good thunker. So when you saw him... Okay, wait. What am I supposed to do here? They mentioned... that... Like... They... Are you talking about Max? Actually though, Max is only 21. Which is like not as bad. It's 5 years. It's still bad, but it's not as bad. Like, there's a larger age gap between my grandparents. Like, but like 31 and 16, that's like, oh my gosh, that's double the age. That's messed up. So yeah, what am I supposed to show here? Cause the hint, the post-examination hint mentions that Ben got conked over the head by Max, and it was because of the love triangle between the three of them. So I feel like I might have to show either this or this. But where? Yeah, if you met her when they're adults, you meet when they're both adults, it changes things. But when you meet when you're like, one of them's a minor, it's like, are you just like waiting until it's legal? Because otherwise that's just weird. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. How could that punk not be the killer? Max and only Max, right? That's right. Okay. Ben only saw Max? It's a bit strange, don't you think?
What's strange?
You only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen? Monkey. Well, he went with Mo and then ditched him and then was just hanging around. Maybe this? Maybe Russell? Russellberry? That's the only other person I could think of because Mo would already be at the lodgings waiting for Regina, and Russell should have passed by because Russell would have been in the tent and he would have had to go by to the lodgings because that's where he died. Yeah. That's the victim. Yeah, that's correct. If Trillo was at the entrance to the plaza, you should have seen the ringmaster as well. Oh, obviously the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. Could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that, according to the defendant, a likely story? If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the Ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? I see. Alright. There is obviously a reason why this witness was there at that night, and I'm definitely not stalling as I think about it. Because I use my thunkin' brain. How Batman and Beyond, you heard Bruce and Barbara got together, but in the animated series, Bruce says, "You grew since I last saw you," and it was after 4 years. Spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Yay! We exploded him again! Yay! Explosions! Witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. Yeah. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max. There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer.
I guess you got me. Alright, I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina.
Pain. Suffering. Don't volunteer things. What if they want to? Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance of the lodging house? Oh my gosh, I forgot I had a whip crack. Don't tell the truth, I'll lose. Literally Von Karma.
I was waiting to propose to her.
What? When did you propose?
What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage?
The matter of a puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You're the judge! I mean, look at your horrible outfit.
More pain. Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. Shows the monkey and shows the ring. Yeah, why are we talking about the proposal now? This doesn't have to happen. This doesn't have to happen during this case. All we need to know is that he was waiting to propose, and that's it. That's it. That's all we have to know.
Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket.
Are you sure about that? Look at this ring.
Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
You are a puppet controlled by a 31-year-old man. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. I'm sorry, what? Thank you guys for watching today. I really hope you guys have enjoyed Ace Attorney so far. I don't think I'm going to be returning to this game anytime soon, and I'm really sorry about that. We will be skipping straight to the third game in the series starting next time, okay? Goodbye, everybody. I'll see you guys next time. Not exactly. His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now. Ah! Why are you sighing? What was it that sigh at the end? I need an adult. I need an adult. That's not the judge. Oh, judge becomes a judge for his own child. The exact same way that Phoenix became the defendant for his own trial. By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina.
Of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't going to propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben?
Yeah.
Got it? That's the truth.
Krillin, I am an adult. What was it exactly that you planned on giving her?
You know exactly what I was going to give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty.
Answer the question. What was it?
You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring.
Engagement ring? Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs. It's almost like that's what you do when you propose marriage, is you give them an engagement ring. Wow. Mr. Phoenix Wright, joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here, please. Actually, I'm with Juan Karma on this one. Pain equals bad. Push on. Maybe something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to a human. Phoenix just dies. Game over. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring, I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology.
You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. Planning on getting an engagement ring to Regina.
An engagement ring?
Uh-huh. It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina is going to love it.
It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on. Can I show him the ring? I don't like this trial. Whose pocket was the ring in?
Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You've got to be kidding me. You think Ben could pull all that off?
I'm so sorry, really.
You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing.
Really? Are you sure about that?
Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night.
Are you sure? So you went to the lodging house to give it to her?
That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in the way.
Uppity snob? He couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his wood block in half, and not with magic. Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. So you're still thinking of trying to give it to Regina?
Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not going to give it up that easily.
I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony. They should have just said Toy Story. It's time to unwrap this toy story. That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck. Ah. Look at this ring. Trillo, do you mind if I show you something? Yeah. Looks like they're going to double team me now. Uh-oh. Do you recognize this ring?
That's mine! Give it back! Thief! Thief!
Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? Yay, he's dead! What's going on here?
That's... Ben, say something!
Don't put me on the spot like that, Trillo. I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room they put money, like a bank vault?
Ha! That filthy monkey is gonna get what's coming to him.
Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. Innocent fiats? Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey in every sense of the word. Ah, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trillo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night, the night of the crime.
What did you just say?
Details. I need more details! Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Hello, roses. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that night.
Monkey! 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 Monkey noise. Ben, what is with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder.
It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand.
I haven't admitted a thing, not I, Mr. Trilloquist.
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo?
You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey Money.
You weren't able to catch up with him, were you?
It's all this slow, loafy fool Ben called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, the dumb monkey was able to get away.
It is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be? Ben doesn't exercise enough. There's a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. Monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'd say that there's no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. You're trying to say you feel attacked? Monkey. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He's blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get the dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
Ha! I've told you so many times. You think you know my story's not changing?
Wire person is live right on top of send message button. Oh. Lol. already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it will change some more. Where there is one lie, there are usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get this puppet off the stage!
I'll give you what I was waiting for that night I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm actually absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactic at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
Literally anybody could be wearing those. That means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max.
That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
He really is a dummy. In more ways than one. And Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back? Saying we got disconnected. Okay, it's connected again. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about...
Suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene at that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Please. I'll give you that. Hold on. Who's Regina? You were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night? That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up.
You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I've got 4, you know. 4. F-O-U-R. Counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, do you really think something could have slipped by me?
4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. Yikes, the judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trillo. Someone get the judge off the stand, please. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night?
Of course, that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time.
Guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. But the ringmaster came out first. But the ringmaster came out first. About what time would you say these events took place?
You're one of the dumbest people on the planet. If you can't figure it out yourself, you already know that practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. And you already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. Just add 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now, what time was it?
Indeed, what time was it? What time is it? Let me think about that for a second. Oh my gosh, he's such a good thunker. He's such a good thunker. It was 10 p.m. Ah, yes, that sounds about right. They're such good thunkers. They're so good. They're definitely past math class.
It sounds about right because that's the time when I saw Max on the scene.
Okay. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night.
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to somebody that night. What, Ben? You've got something to add? Let me guess, that's not it, Trillo. You say good evening at night.
I'm sorry to tell you. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom.
Impossible! A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better.
Gotta be something wrong with this little bit of testimony. Well, it's true. You would say good night. You wouldn't say good evening at 10 p.m. You would say good night. Isn't that a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange. Oh, is that what we're going with?
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your coworkers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I would understand. That hurt! Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Trilla would ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with the evidence? Bluffing is everything in this world. I'm sure you can already learn that one. I guess I could give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony. Oh gosh. Okay. You're 100% absolutely sure of what you just said. Okay. There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right? Okay. There's no way I could mistake someone. Anybody could be wearing those. Should have learned the importance of proof when she lost the last case. Yes. Yeah. Stop hiding evidence, Von Karma, you cheater.
Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? You're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now.
Silk hat, cloak, white roses! Yeah! Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere. I agree, but do we have the proof to make something stick? All we can do is try, right, Nick? We've got to have something that will prove useful. All right, time to go to work. I thought you were already at work. Did you forget to plot? I think he forgot to clock in. Forgot to clock in today. Okay, after I've been waiting for about 5 minutes, I said good evening, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. Oh, no, wait, shoot. I want to press this again because there was another option.
Bah.
I hate to say it, but Ben's part of your little act is coming off a bit stale. I'm sure that if a pro is to review your work, you're not trying to pass yourself off as a professional performer, are you? Don't get so wrapped up in yourself, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I don't like this option. I should have set him straight. Okay. That's it. Okay, so... So... Monkey. Showed up after I'd been waiting there about 5 minutes. Saw Max in Regina, but it doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. Showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistaken someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. No, we can't. It's not part of the evidence. If it's not part of evidence, it usually doesn't have to do with anything in particular. At least nothing that we can press or anything. The dead body? Oh, here you go. Look at this dead guy. What if I showed this? Looks like Eggman. I know, right? Look at this guy. Literally shaped like an egg. What if I showed this? Why would you say good evening to a coworker who broke the bottle over his head? Oh shoot, is that correct? Oh shoot, was that right? Trillo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument, a disagreement at most.
Disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head.
Yay, he's dead.
That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Before we handle that, wait, maybe we shouldn't have brought that up. Oh, I'm sorry, Max. Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening.
Scully! Hoy!
Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There's no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival.
Objection!
Are you saying this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him in the crime scene?
I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just admitted the truth.
Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? What if he just didn't see anybody? What if he just didn't see anybody and is trying to pin it on Max? The witness did not see a soul that night. But if he's being truthful that he did in fact see somebody and that nothing that he said was a lie, you know what? Actually, I'm pretty sure. Actually, you know what? Ignore this. That didn't happen. Different timeline. We're switching timelines. This one. That changed my mind. It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? Anybody can put on a cloak, some roses, and a silk hat. The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all, which means there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was when he saw evening. Or good evening, as he put it. Ugh. What in the world? You! Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trillo saw that evening? This guy. Bro, they're the same age! They're the same age! So they were leaving the tent, right? if they were leaving the tent, it was probably Russell Berry, actually. But like, do Maya? When was the last time I saved? When was the last time I saved? It's not Maya. I want to say it would have been Russell, because Russell left the meeting with Max. The only thing is, I don't think he left with like anything on in particular. That's the only thing. And if they were leaving from the tent, it couldn't have been Mo, because Mo was in. Unless there's like a secret. Oopsies! I didn't mean to hit that. Sorry. I didn't mean to hit that. Don't look. I did not mean to hit that. I did not mean to. I just saved. Okay, we're just taking the hit. We're just taking the hit. We gotta take the hit. Okay. My bad. I hit the wrong button. I was trying to go back to people, but I hit present. Sorry, I was trying to hit this button. I was either that, or I was trying to do this. I was trying to hit this. So yeah, I was gonna say, unless there was some way that Mo could have left his house, gone like, I was pointing to the screen. I was pointing to the screen as if I could show you guys. Like, unless he like went from the lodging house over to the tent and then like came through and around, I don't think it could have been Mo. But I don't. But he's not wearing the cloak. Mouse. Yeah. I want to say considering the ill temper of this witness, there's only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. Please stop. No. Your Honor, get out of court. Arrest this man. If it was Regina, Trilla would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yes, I suppose you've got a point there. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You're correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo. Isn't that correct? Yeah, I don't like this trial. I hate this trial.
Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man, but once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one of Mr. Russell Berry? Tune in next time for the thrilling conclusion of Dragon Ball Z. Prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night, only because it works in my favor. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant 3 symbols. 3 symbols?
All right, this is getting old. Come on, man, you've got to remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone all together now. Come on, chat.
Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses. If it's so obviously Max, then why did he think it was the victim at first? Because he's lying. Silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. Are you sure about that? What was that? You saying you have fashion, Mr. Phoenix, right? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? Could have been someone else dressed up as him. That's what I've been saying this whole time. It's been over 2 hours. It's been almost 2 hours. And that's what I've been saying. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? He never mentioned the face. You have clear evidence that that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, if that is the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point.
Yes! I think we finally won a point on this one. Yeah.
How did it take this long for Phoenix to bring up? Anyone could have worn this. 2 hours. 2 hours. That is very unfortunate. Ugh. You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your efforts, but who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide beyond a shadow of a doubt an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing, that there was no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. No, he's such a good thunker. He's such a good thunker, though. He thought it himself, with his own mind, with his own brain. He thunk it. Okay. Recess. To be continued. You guys think we can finish this trial today? Literally, what are you talking about? I don't know anymore. No? Are you sure? No? Oh, man. Oh, man. Yes? Apple, yay. Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then where were you when the murder took place? Talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. Oh, look! Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that! Right there! Right next to the ringmaster right there! It's a little top hat with a feather and also a cape. Wow! The exact pieces of articles of clothing that were... Wow. You can't finish unless it's an 8-hour stream. Gosh dang it. That's okay. What if we take a quick break? We'll finish this recess and then we'll just take a quick standing up break. Not like a long one. Just like a quick stand up. I just want to stand up. Honestly, I could do that right now. I could do that right now while still playing the game. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Hey. 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 Hello. Hi. I'm standing up now. That's crazy. That's crazy, right? That's crazy, bro. While you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. Break to get more tea? I don't have tea today, but I should, honestly. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking for, like, Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility. Haha. Well done, Nick. Good job. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? Herm. If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double, Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president. That is quite... It's quite the, what's the word I'm looking for? When there is a large gap between, two options? I don't know. It's gone. It's gone from my mind. Anyways, you have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. So hard. That's really cool. Power gap? I think I was just looking for gap. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. No way. Alright, I'm gonna do a quick little dance. I'm gonna do a little dance. Y'all can't see it, but I'm doing a little dance. Shaking out the legs. Doing that stanky leg. Okay. I must say that you ask a big question. Sure. I must say this mic arm is probably one of the things that thanks. It's probably one of the things that I am happiest purchasing. One of my favorite stream purchases. Because literally I can just stand up. I can just stand up, move my mic upwards, and it's good. It's done. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do any adjustments. I just up, down. It's so great. Now all I need is a standing desk. Once I get steady income, I think that's gonna be my next big purchase. If I do any more big purchases, it's probably gonna be like a standing desk. But I gotta pay bills first, so I can dream the dreams though. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Okay. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Okay. I will now call my next witness, a pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Well, Mr. Lawrence Curls? Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? All clowns are pitiful. A clown? Yeah, a clown. The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. Much like the clown you murdered? What? Did he just say West Clownstonople? So anyways. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. Yuck. was not intending to be goofy, but I guess we're goofy now. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited for this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name before the court. Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Mr. Seymour Butts? That was that one. But a couple clowns are up to no good. Oh my gosh, is he just singing the Constantinople song, but it's Clownstinople? You feel like he forgot the punchline? No, it's Mr. Seymour Butts. You get it? Seymour Butts. Lawrence Corrals, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder. Correct? Pull a dad joke card. Oh, heck yeah. Give me something better than this clown. I often get asked what it's like to work as both a writer and a scammer. I just say that it has its pros and cons. Ah, took it a second, did it? That was bad. You barely get it. Let me just look it up. I get it, but hang on. I don't know how to explain it. So prose, P-R-O-S-E, written or spoken language in its ordinary form. So pros and cons. Who's the bigger clown, Mo or Karma? I don't, Karma. Probably. Mr. Curls, will you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian. A who? What's a Rastafarian? Without the humor, please. Okay. Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. Good. His puns aren't even that good. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make the people laugh for 10 years. Why are you still in business? No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken a laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even try to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everybody laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing? Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness? Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case. Really? You'll really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Well, thank you. I can't wait. It has nothing to do with this trial, game guy. Absolutely nothing. Now settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Well, of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. Yuck. Oh, wait. For reals, though. Night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. It's very interesting. This eyewitness account is to be believed. I have enough to pass judgment right now. Oh, please. Why does the clown voice remind you of Applejack? Man, I can't believe when I'm trying to do a goofy voice, it just sounds like Applejack. The witness is a bit, how do you say, off kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. Oh yuck, oh yuck, oh yuck. That must be because of my insincere smile. You were thinking it sounded like Goofy? Oh good. My Goofy impression is not all that terrible. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense cross-examination. Please, thank you. Gotta find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that. Yeah, what's up? Fear that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber rattling. I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Oh gosh. Oh no. Uh-oh. 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 Can I save? Can I save real quick, just in case? Night of the murder. After practice was over, I went straight back to my room. Say that practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct? See, that's the thing. Huh? How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now 8 o'clock, that's something a clown can riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock. That way I can make a great joke. No. Let's not make it 8 p.m., alright, Mo? What do you mean, let's not? Don't take the clown out of the clowning around. Come on, Nick, just listen to his joke. There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with the penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Yeah, I feel like those are all very good reasons, Maya. At the night of the murder. Will the witness just proceed with the factual testimony? Yes, please. You have no idea how tired I was. You were pooped that night? Yes, I was very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican food. Double cheese double. Bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. What half drops that as they say happens. Yuck. Yuck. Oh, yuck. That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days. That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply. Bro, for reals? I'm just trying to do my job and I get a penalty? I will say I probably rocked into that one. Okay, wait, hang on. Okay. I was gonna say, I wonder if, like, anyone that he's giggling? Yeah, that was completely out of my control. That's a little butts. I feel like, oh, you know what? I feel like if he's giggling, it's a joke. Like I would get a penalty for it. Okay. Did I go straight to sleep before I did glance out the window? Yeah, okay. This should be safe. Just happen to glance out the window? You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls. Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press it further on this issue. Oh, I don't like this. This is dumb. I saved before doing this, right? I'm so smart. Keep pressing, I guess. Why did you look out your window that night? Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday, once I had took myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. He looks so tired with life. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that, didn't I? It's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Okay. This should start turning the tables in our favor. I heard a huge noise. Okay. What was the sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say. Uh-oh. No humor. No, how'd you know I was gonna make a joke? I guess the sound sounded like I was supposed to sound like something getting hit with something really hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit, huh? But then you went to look out the window and you saw the murder. Two silhouettes, they were a bit far away though. You had to say exactly how far away were they. Well, I have to think about that for a second. My room is here. They looked about yay big. I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window. Just 30 feet? That's not far at all. It was snowing that night and it cut down on visibility. The snow ended at 9:40 though. Snow ended at 9:40. The murder took place at 10:15. It's still cold? Yeah, but that wouldn't affect visibility. Cold does not affect visibility. Snow affects visibility. It was snowing that night and it cut down visibility. He's saying that it was snowing at the time. Apple. An inch and a half of snow would not cut down that visibility. That's just like a tiniest little bit on the windowsill that would not cut down visibility. He's lying! No, it's not foggy. It's not foggy. It's not foggy. It is not foggy, bro. Stop trying to make Mo seem like he's fine. He's lying. Look, just because you relate to him doesn't mean he gets off scot-free. The ringmaster who's next. Say you clearly saw this, even though you were by your own admission far away. That's right. I had been thinking about it over and over since that night. Well, things didn't really make sense till I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the ringmaster that I saw that night. How? Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max has always written his uppity symbols? Didn't we already establish that someone else could have been wearing the clothing? Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? I don't think so in this universe. Look at Von Karma. You're not Trillo. Stop. See what I mean? It's always been like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yeah, please stop. That foolishness. Get on track, please. Okay. Kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. It clonked. Uh-oh. I did. It's the climax of my story. Really does enjoy the completely random What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo? Did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? Objection! According to Karma, the fact he saw the same thing means it disproves what the other person said. Oh, I guess so. I hate eyewitness testimony. Will not permit you to harass my witness on this matter. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. That's 5. Isn't this a bit melodramatic? So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? He's allergic to the law. We can't risk him confessing. I don't know. I don't know if we have it. Did not the basis believe that my witness did not see the crime. I don't think we have anything in our possession that can prove it. I don't think we do. I did save though, so like got a great reason to make my claim. Absolutely. Yeah, of course I'll tell you. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. Yeah, exactly. Mo said that he heard a sound of a thump on someone getting hit. He did say that, yeah. I'm following you, Phoenix. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. Well, I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clocked the ringmaster over the head. Mo is to be believed when he says he looks out the window upon hearing a sound. There's no way that he could have seen Max clock anyone. I can't believe they just waved the loss of 5 points in your face, be like, you want to take the risk? You want to take the risk? Do you think you got something? And then you say no and you just lose, and then you say yes, being like, I don't know what I freaking have, and then Phoenix just like says it. Like, bruh, I hate this game. This is the worst. This game sucks. This game sucks. Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? The what? No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Wow. Admission of stalling for time. Yeah. Okay. Well, you're back from your jog? Well, I pretty much happened as the way they said. Pretty much. When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of their statement. Von Karma. You suck? No, I don't think so. No, you were saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster? Yeah. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say. Mr. Curls! Your Honor. You did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yeah, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. Okay, no jokes. Great. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only belong to Max. There's no doubt in it, especially since I saw this uppity symbols. Where are the roses? Where's the feather? I don't see no roses and I don't see no feathers. Look at this hat. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It seemed as if the defendant was in the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get this fact straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes? No. I don't like Von Karma. She's not really good at her job, honestly. She's not very good at being a prosecutor, if we're being completely honest. She cuts people off and she brings a whip into court and she purposely changes evidence and manipulates the witnesses to saying and not saying certain things. And she's just not good at her job. No, Maya. No, he was not. He said he wasn't there. We have to believe him in that. Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. Lacks decisive evidence. Are you talking about Von Karma being not good at her job? The shadow could have only belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. The silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. Sure that is what you saw that night? Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk. Don't birds have terrible night vision? Well, that's not all I saw. Parrot. Nom 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 nom. I'm gonna just... Bruh. Your Honor? Hat. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. It's not the hat. Okay, fine. It's not the hat. Okay. From the top. That's not the top. You know, like how his hat has emotions? I think it's very charming. It's not charming at all. Trillo said the same thing. What did he say? If it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? Well, I thought that myself. But just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max. I thought you said you could... I think you just saw the... You can't really see anything. What? Don't you think that you are going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max? I want strawberries. What kind of person would lie about something as serious as this? Side friend, tell us the answer, please. Silhouette I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that. Yeah, I saw his face. No further explanation. No doubt, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. Yeah, the silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. Sure that's what you saw that night? Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. Oh wait, I already did this. All butts. His face was silhouetted, but no doubt about it, it was him.
It's Shredder!
Where? You were able to see that kind of detail from your window? There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. But I thought he said the visibility was low because of the snowstorm. I can see like a hawk out of my left eye and an eagle out of my right eye. That... Isn't bird's eye view like really... like wide? That must mean that he could have seen the crime scene clearly. Whoa, the judge is on our side! Are you serious? You asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was. Cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. I thought you said you had eyes of a hawk. I'll be curious to know what caused that loud noise. It must have been something incredibly hard. Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object. At least it says so in the autopsy report. With Trillo's testimony and now Moe's, it really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you gotta find a contradiction in this! It's not gonna be enough. What? I have to prove that Moe saw someone other than Max that night. That's the only thing that will help. I've gotta do it. It's the hat. I know it's the hat. I know it's the hat. It's gotta be the hat. This one. Your Honor, hat. Your Honor, hat. Okay, so like, what do I have? What do I have at my disposal? I have to prove that I was someone other than Max. No doubt about it, especially since I saw it. Wait, okay, it was a bit far away, but that shadow could have only belonged to Max. Oh no. No, that's not what he wanted. Look at this badge! Sorry, Okay, wait. It's a bit far away, but that shadow could have only belonged to Max. Okay, wait, what do I want to look at? What do I want? Crime photo. Curved circus map. Monkey. Don't end stream or you'll be on trial for my murder. That's threatening. I don't like that. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw this uppity symbol. Look at the black cloak, they were all there. It's not a black cloak, it's a purple cloak! Wait, it's a purple cloak! And also 3! I got it! Guys! I'm so proud of myself, I did it! Fear Goblin, hoy. You're getting full name today, friend. Hoy. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo. Everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols. Yay! Everyone get ready! All together now! Silk hat! Cloak! White roses! Also the fact that the cloak is purple and not black! Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? Oh my gosh, he knows pi off the top of his head. That's crazy. Silence, fool. You are to respond with the whole truth, not fractions. Whole truth and not fractions of the truth. Get it? Because it's pi? Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. I'm sorry, I thought you said that there was a lamppost. He was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face, not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Then the roses must have fallen off the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Unless it's fractions that benefit me. Von Karma, in a nutshell. I thought you were gonna go shower. Bro, you better go or else I'll be done on stream. Better go before I get done. Right, these roses truly material the facts of the case? Clearly not. He is just toying with this court. No, I'm not. God, are the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trillo's testimony?
There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How could you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup?
Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now that I am what am I supposed to think? Judge, you are the judge! Make your own decisions! One is supposed to be disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor? Hat. It may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about the witness. It seems that unlike wine, this witness has not grown mature with age. Bro. Oh no. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. That's not how it works, Judge. That's not how it works. I cannot believe this case is real. Which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? There are no contradictions in his next statement. I am preparing to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. No doubt in my mind there were no red roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. If he mentions a hat but no... especially the silk hat. There is no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. What decorations? What decorations? If you say a rose, that ain't it. If you say a rose, that ain't it. Because you know what? It was a peacock feather. The news, this case isn't real. It's a video game. Thank God. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. One chance? I'm not even the slightest hit of battery against the witness. You better have at least a shred of evidence to back it up. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I am saving. I know exactly what I need to do, but I'm saving. I don't trust this game. It's like, I don't even get the chance to, like, cross-reference or anything. Am I at least allowed to press this? Am I at least allowed to press this? Be honest. Ow. Promise, Mr. Feeks, right? No more badgering. Oh. Sheesh. Sheesh. I'm not even allowed to press. What? Continue with your testimony. Okay. I don't think you want the whip. No, I want my points back. I want my... That's not what he wanted. That's not what he wanted. That's not what he wanted. I want my points back. I'm not taking that. I ain't taking that, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Here you go. Here you go. Your Honor, hat! What the butts? What am I supposed to do? I'm not... Wait. I'm not allowed to press? I'm not allowed to even press the situation? Are you kidding me? I was just... I just did it on the wrong slide? You gotta be kidding me. Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Yes. Yes, I have no idea what I'm talking about, Judge. Your Honor, I don't know what I'm saying. Where exactly was this silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene. That means silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. Yeah, what's up? What is the meaning of all of this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Stop throwing a tantrum. It's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Bro. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Well, let me guess. You just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're... Okay. Yeah, no. Okay. Then this childish outburst, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? Well, I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing this dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene? Huh? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now, is there? Mo, what? You said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went. What do you mean? How did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that. Objection! Yeah, I can. Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. Objection! This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. Huh? Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that all right with you, little guy? Don't talk down to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. You sure about that? See, that's what I expected you'd say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what? I'm sorry. He flew... Your Honor, he flew away! I don't think that's gonna hold up in court. Okay, I know we have to talk about, like, the footprints and everything. Sammy, please stop disconnecting. We have to talk about the fact that there were no footprints on the scene of the crime. But also, I feel like that's not going to help the case of it being Max, because Max is the only one who can quote-unquote fly. Look at this graph. Problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. Ay. So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor! This witness has already proven that the testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony for the court record. Whoa. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Wait just a second. You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyway. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. Yeah, we just gotta get this guy off the scene. Testimony you've provided up till now has been false? It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It just was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Carmine or what told me to not talk about what I really saw. My emotions exactly, game guy. You guys want some fruit gummies? 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 I think we need a fruit gummy break. I think we need a fruit gummy. You want some fruit gummies? I have 3 packages, and I'm having one, so there's 2 packages left over. Flame just claimed 1, so I got 1 more. Who wants it? Some gummies would be excellent. Okay, Flame and TC. Game Guy has vetoed his by saying if he was there, that was not part of the deal of the offer, so therefore he vetoed his portion and is giving it off to TC. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope your package gets all of your favorites. Just fax them over. See, I could have done that. I could have done that for you, Game Guy, but you said no. What are your guys' favorite fruit gummies? Which ones are your favorite? Mine are the peaches. SMH Game Guy, literally though. Gotta think outside the box sometimes. Oh, I love fruit gummies. Peaches do be the best. Yes, Flame. Do you guys eat them blue and red? Which fruit gummies packages do you get? Mine don't have blue. You like the Scooby-Doo ones? Oh, okay. You guys are getting like different. You guys get different brands. My favorite fruits, blue and red. Do you guys eat them by like fruit, or do you just like reach into the bag and eat whichever one you pick up first? For me, I like eating, I think you're grapes and raspberries. I eat the grapes and raspberry ones first. Of this brand. I get the Welch's brand. I get the Welch's fruit snack brand. I eat the grapes and the raspberries first. And then I eat the oranges. And then I eat the strawberries, and then I eat the peaches. You're more of a jelly bean guy? I like the yellow and the orange jelly beans. I like yellow gummies. Yellow. I like yellow. Depends on type and flavor. Your favorite sweet bag is Roundtree's Randoms. By fruit, my least favorite first, and then the better ones later. That's what I do, Flame. Like, I like them all, but the raspberry and the grapes just don't hit the same as, like, the others. Blue as in the wrapper? I mean, can't just let it go to waste, right? Yeah, grape flavoring is like the worst. Real grapes? Okay, guys. Red grapes or green grapes? Also, have you guys had cotton candy grapes before? They're so freaking sweet. I literally, like, I love grapes. But, like, my mom got a package of cotton candy grapes before. Because that's all, I think that's all they had at the store at the time. And, like, I could literally eat, like, at most 3 at a time. At most. I usually just, like, grabbed one. I was like, oh, no, I'm good. That's enough for me. Tastes like medicine. Yum, yum, yum. Very sweet. I like green grapes. I like the green grapes. I'm a green grape. I'm not a huge fan of red grapes. So anyways, Court. How could you? Green grapes because you like sour flame. You and me. Let's go eat a bag of grapes together. Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. It's not funny. Huh? That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls. Do you eat the grape gummies like it's really tiny bunch, like each little bump? No, I do not, because I don't like them enough to take the time. You don't like is the prosecutors don't get Dermot points? They really should. Either that or they do. They just have way more than we do, which is not fair. You're not gonna believe this, but all I said is true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. Hi, Jonathan. Hi, Jonathan. No, maybe don't go that. Maybe not. Maybe don't go that way. Hi, Jonathan. Oh, you're so fluffy. You're not even a fluffy cat, but you're so soft. Demerit. Ah, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Give Jonathan a treat. Oh, that's definitely what he's looking for. That's what he's looking for. Here you go, Jonathan. Closing my game. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and the Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's what I saw. This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into darkness. Don't listen to her, Jonathan. You're an independent cat who needs no cheese girl. He should be. He's supposed to be. He's a cat. He said he's climbing all over me all the time. All day, every day. He's so dependent on me. I'm like, I got a cat so that they be independent. Like, why? Why are you always, like, snuggling with me? I love it, but, like, why are you always snuggling with me? That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. You think this clown needs to be in an insane asylum? Oh, hi, Druid. Enjoy your lurk. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Oh. Oh, no. Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician, but to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why won't you believe me, especially since it's the best part of the story? To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? This is all a dream, right? This is all a dream, right? I gotta know. I gotta know what it says. I'm sorry, I have to know what this says. Right now, I can't believe any of this. I'm not even sure if this day hasn't been some kind of Kafkaesque dream. Now do you think it's still a dream, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile! You disregard the need for proof, Miss Von Karma. Case is sound. Oh, you need Von Karma's case is sound. That's what it is. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceeding at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints on the scene. Tomorrow, I want to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. Oh.
Malpack, hoi!
Enjoy your lurk. Okay. Give it up for day number 2. Yay! Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. That's illegal. We need to take you to court now, Max. No, I broke the first rule. The cardinal rule. The only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed and never reveal the secret to your tricks. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do now is hope we can find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea. It's our best and let's do our best and catch this sucker. That is not what I read the first time. Just imagine there's a pile of cards at his feet. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I pointed this out last time, but I think they're all like 5 of clubs or something. Like the entire deck is just made of 5 of clubs and he's just tossing them away. He bought a bunch of regular deck of card booster packs and he just keeps getting 5 of clubs. He's trying to get rid of them. Well, this is a good place to stop. I saved, right? Well, I hope I did. Game closed now. Ugh, Megalovania. Hoi, everybody. Hoi. Is this your card? What do you mean? No, this whole deck is only 1 card. For real, for reals. Yeah. GG's. Great time. I hate this trial. Yeah, so this week and next week.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Thanks,
According
Goblin.
to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale. We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale. The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale.
Yeah, so this week, next week, this is truly one of the trials of all time, for real, for real. So tomorrow, I'm playing fish. Fish. That's all I'll say about tomorrow, is just fish. Wednesday, most likely more Ace Attorney. Fish, yes. Fish. That's all I'll say. Fish! Fish. 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 Tomorrow, fish. Wednesday, more Ace Attorney. After that, it is the Easter Triduum. So Holy Thursday, Good Friday, Easter Saturday, and then Easter, and then Easter Monday. So I'm not gonna be live for 5 whole days. Thursday through Monday, I will not be live. However, starting on Tuesday, April 2nd, I will be starting my uncapped Donathon, which I have already put on Twitter. If you have Twitter and you don't mind going on there and retweeting my tweet about it, I would really appreciate that to get the word around. But yeah, starting April 2nd. Oh, look at this right here. Boom. Starting April 2nd. Donathon. Uncapped Donathon. Help me pay for bills. I'd really appreciate the assistance. Because this is kind of like this is my full-time job, basically. 24 days straight stream. Okay, I will say I need to preface this by saying I do have some, IRL obligations that I cannot cancel, and I will not be streaming during those times, and also I need to sleep. But basically, whenever I am not sleeping, eating, or doing some previous obligation, I will be live doing something for the amount of time the timer has. So, balance is good. Yes. I'll move this over. Yes. I don't know what else to really say about it. Most of the information is on the image. The goals, I don't know what I'm freaking doing with the goals, man. Honestly, like I'm literally just gonna be streaming. I'm gonna be streaming something at some point whenever. So like stretch goals. Who? But yeah, that'll be starting April 2nd, and depending on how that goes, that'll basically be the plan for the week. Unless the timer runs out, and then I need to actually schedule things. We'll see. I'm gonna get rid of that now. So other than that, yeah, I don't think I really have much else to say. How are you guys doing? How was the stream? Did you guys have a good time? I hope you guys had a good time. Yeah. Oh yeah, I need to promote the Donathon on Discord, shouldn't I? You lurked/tabbed. How was objecting? I hate this trial. It's great. Let me just put this on the Discord. Should I put it in schedules? I feel like I should put it in schedules. The murderer flew away. Literally though. By the way, guys, if you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. We have community movie nights on Saturdays. Not this Saturday because of Easter, but most Saturdays, movie nights, and also other things as I think about them, as I decide to do them. You did catch that part. I don't. I need to think to post this. Actually, I'm not gonna post that now. Oh, another thing. I don't know who remembers, but I do cross stitching, and I've been wanting to do like hand cam cross stitching streams. I found out that I can technically cross stitch to some degree while wearing my winter gloves. Because they're not as thick. It's a little weird and not as precise as I'm used to, but it's good enough that I can at least do it. So hopefully I'll be able to do some hand cam streams. Just use oven mitts. Oh my gosh. For $1,000 during the donathon, I will do a cross stitch entirely while wearing oven mitts. Don't quote me on that. I'm not actually doing it. But yeah, I'm hoping to do some hand cam streams of that eventually, because I've been wanting to do that for like a month or two or something. $1,000, take time to take out a loan. Please do not take out a loan for me. Please do not donate anything during the donathon that you cannot afford. I will feel very sad if you do that. I will feel very sad, and you don't want me sad. Gun. I will feel sad, but it will be a hilarious stream. I mean, you're right. Okay, wait. So, $1 adds 5 minutes. I can't remember if that's Canadian or Canadian or American. So 1,000. That's like $1,000. So 5,000 minutes. How many hours is that? $5,000 minutes divided by 60. That's 83 hours. Should I decrease the amount of time gain per dollar? Take him out before he loans. Well, I've already posted it to Twitter. It's official. Look. Here's the thing, guys. If you guys want to communally give me $1,000 to make it an 83-hour stream, look, I'm not gonna complain. I do this anyway. I stream no matter what. You're just gonna get to see me stream more in like more times during the day. You'll never financially recover from this
pretty good.
goblin. Not the 100 bits, not the $1. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you would give me that much. That's insane. If I don't reach $1,000, I'll retire from streaming. No. I have no plans of retiring anytime soon. No plans. Things may change. I am praying. I'm praying about job situations, lifestyle choices. The foreseeable future? No. No retiring, as we know, as far as I know. AFAIK. No plans of retiring ever. She will even stream her funeral. Honestly, though, I could. I absolutely could, though. Because if my funeral mass is done at my parish, they already have live streams set up, so like they have OBS and stuff. All we have to do is change the stream key to my channel. Accepting donations to go towards my family during this time of mourning. Face camera recognition? I'm already dead. I don't care. Are we talking about my model? Bro, I'll be dead. I'm not gonna be doing anything. You literally just have to put up a picture of my model and you're fine. Why are we talking about my funeral? So anyways, moving on. Who's live? Who's streaming? Oh my gosh, they're just sleeping. Tony's streaming? Oh my gosh. Your tombstone will have a VTuber name instead of a real name. I don't think my parents would vibe with that. Set up an AI to continue being Bree? I don't like that. I'm gonna pass it on to one of my nieces. I was gonna say nieces or nephews, but I'm like, I don't think you guys want a male voice to go with your breed. My professor makes a little extra money by requiring students to buy her book at the start of the term. It's textbook economics. Why am I assuming I will die before my parents? No. Are you talking about the donate to support the family in mourning? I have siblings. I have 6 siblings. The money goes to them. That glass is better. You're right, it was. Said my parents wouldn't vibe with the YouTuber name. Oh. Oh yeah, I did. I mean, it's true. If they're already...
Hey, that's pretty good.
Oh my gosh, Garblin. Garblin? I did say that, didn't I? I think I was thinking more so just... I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, stream's ending. We were waiting for you. Okay, goodbye, everybody. I'm sending you off to Tony. Yeah, you gotta save it for the donathon. Goblin, save it for the donathon. 100 bits equals 5 minutes. Save it for the donathon. Save it for the donathon. Next week. Donathon. Next week. Yeah! Spending it all now. Oh my gosh. Do you guys want me to stream or not? Okay, enough of that. Oh my gosh, it's over 3 hours. When did that happen? How did I just chat for 20 minutes? It literally has felt like 5 minutes. Freaky. So, anywho. Okay. Bruh. I need to fix my alerts. I need to work on alerts, man. I should do that today. Any hoozles. Goblin will spend $100 and nothing on the actual donathon. Please, no. Anyway, I'm gonna send you guys off. I'm gonna send you guys off to P-Tony, so that I can be on my way, get some work done. I didn't do a whole lot this morning, which is fine. I think I needed a little mental rest and thinking and thoughtful, contemplative morning. But yeah, I'm gonna go, rest, mentally rest, physically rest, eat some food. You guys should all do that as well. And yeah, bye Bree and chat. Goodbye Bree and chat. Oh wait, bye Flame and chat. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching, for hanging out with me. Whether you were chatting or lurking, it's all the same to me. Goodbye, everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow for fish. Fish. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Why can't I raid now? Why? I guess I just have to wait for the time to go off. Because for some reason... Oh, there it is. Okay, bye! Yes, ahoy, Bard Raid. Game Guys got it. Copy Game Guys messages and send that in. Goodbye, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye!